To seeing forecasts for things like the weather or the stock market, but how would you like the parasite forecast? Well, here to tell us how to protect our pets from the onslaught of these nasty critters are doctors Fling and Rick Marrinson. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Morning.
So tell us about the organization, the CAPC.
So the Companion Animal Parasite Council is a board of practicing veterinarians like Dr. Fling and myself, as well as veterinary parasitologists and public health officials. And our job is to set protocol and policy for the testing, treatment, and prevention of parasites in our companion animals. And our big initiative every year is when we release our forecast maps, which are a tool both for the pet parent and for the veterinarian to use in helping them set policies and protocols and procedures for their protecting their own pets.
Okay, and I've heard that maybe parasites are a little bit crazier this year, but what did you guys forecast?
Well, you're right. They really are a bit crazier this year, and we're seeing an uptick in incidents of ticks and also mosquitoes, and those are the critters that vector diseases to our pets and even to our families. And this year in particular, we're seeing an increase in Lyme disease across the country. We're also seeing much more heartworm disease in pets and other tick-related transmitted diseases like something called ehrlichiosis and anaplasmosis.
Got it. And we've heard a lot in the news about Zika virus affecting humans and affecting pregnant women and then their babies with microcephaly, but can it really affect our pets also?
Oh, that's a great question. It's been all over the news lately, and so I think people are right to be concerned about it. The good news is that the Zika virus, as far as we know, will not affect your dog or your cat. What's important, though, is the Zika virus is transmitted by mosquitoes, the same mosquito that transmits heartworm disease. And heartworms are foot-long parasites, worms that live in the heart and the surrounding blood vessels in dogs, can also infect cats, and it's a horrible disease to go through. If it's left untreated, you can end up with heart failure, respiratory failure. In cats, there is no available treatment, so prevention is the key. And we can't stop the animals from being bitten by that mosquito, but we can stop the transmission of heartworm disease through the use of regular parasite preventatives.
Got it. And that common misconception, too, is that you should really only treat parasites at certain times of the year, but that's really not true. It should really be year-round, right?
You're right. That is a misconception, and we do see that parasite issues happen all year round. So the best medicine is to protect your pet 12 months per year and to see your pet's doctor for regular annual testing for parasites. And I think, you talk about misconceptions. A lot of pet owners think that because they have house pets or cats that are inside, that those pets aren't at risk. But the truth is that the outdoors come inside, and even one mosquito coming in the house can bite your pet and cause a serious disease.
Got it. And if people, not everybody's trained to know the signs of something like this, so what should people look out for in their pet that sort of shows that they've been affected by one of these?
Well, of course, if there are any symptoms of illness with your pet suggesting that they're not feeling well, you want to see your pet's doctor. But I think the important thing to remember is that so often with these parasitic diseases, there may be no symptoms initially. And so you really can't just look at your pet and know whether that pet is harboring a parasite. So your pet's doctor can test your pet, help you to know what parasite risks are in your local area, and your pet's veterinarian is really your local authority relative to these parasitic diseases.
Very good point. Now, if people want to learn a little bit more about this, I wish we had more time to talk about it, but if they want to learn more and get more educated, where can they actually go?
So the Companion Animal Parasite Council has a consumer-friendly website, petsandparasites.org. That's petsandparasites.org. You'll have access to our predictive maps, information about the parasites that we're talking about, treatment and prevention. And there's also an app for the iPad available on iTunes.
Fling and Rick Marrinson, thank you so much for coming on today.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And everybody else, stay right where you are. We'll be right back.